Hi, welcome to our series. Today we will show you how to create a plan within the Inforiver visual so that later on you can increase your comparison or performance analysis against prior year figures, but also against the plan, or also called the budget or target, depending on the organization you might be working for. And next to that, we will show you how to write that plan back to the database so that you can keep a single point of truth. Just stay with us, let me show it to you. So, as you could tell here from the chart, we only have actual data until end of 2021. If we will expand this, we will see that we have it until December of 2021. What we would like to do now is to create a budget for, or a plan for 2022. So let's filter that date there and let me show you what we could do. Let's expand the dates level down to the monthly breakdown, as we could see there, and let's expand here the visuals so that we can have a full overview of the ribbon at the top. If we will go to insert at the top, we will see that there's an icon called data inputs, and we can insert a new input series based on another measure that we may have. In this case, we only have the actuals. This will not serve the purpose because the actuals are non-existent basically for 2022. So we may need to use as a reference another measure where we can have some data. And for that purpose, let's use the prior year figures instead. With the prior year figures, we can have a reference point for us to build our budget or our plan. But let's bear in mind that in your case, you may be using other figures such as the prior period, let's say the previous month. So you could take just December from last year as a reference to start creating a new budget, or you could have any other type of rules. But to keep it simple, let's just do it this way. We will use the prior year figures as a reference and we will call this PL as for a plan. We'll create this and boom, we've got it. Now let's take away the grand total that we have on the column section. We don't need it. And let's start to create a logic here. So for example, I can interact with the chart or the visual here directly, and I could say I would like the plan for January 2022 to be 20% higher than the prior year figures for the same month. Boom, there you have it. And then all of the other subtotals that we have for the different bottom lines will get calculated and adapt automatically. Let's do the following. Let's do the same analysis, but now for the COGS. And we will say, okay, I would like to have the same as a reference from prior year, but now we will only expand it, let's say 15% higher. Boom, there you have it. So as you could see here, you could do exactly the same for any other figures. And if you would like to also expand this logic horizontally across the date axis, what you could also do here is to press here on this icon and to say, okay, let's copy this figure until the last column but with a trend. And let's say I would like to display an increase of 2% of the months. And we could also do the same vertically, but what I would like to show you now is that you could also do this horizontally for the COGS, but you could define a different trend. Let's say, for example, this will only be increasing 1.5%. 15%. Boom. There you have it. So this way we can create a plan that's going to be very easy to manipulate and to adjust for the persons who may have the permissions to do that you can manage everything here regarding the user controls. And on the next video we will show you how to write this data back to the database so that we can make sure we can retrieve this data back to any other tool or also to Power BI in other visuals, and to keep always a single point of truth. See you in the next one.